Recently, the Sun newspaper reported some juicy Westminster gossip about the mailbag building up in the 1922 committee. Here's the BBC's politics reporter, Ellie Price.
The 1922 committee is a collection of backbench Tory MPs. Now, they meet each week. The function is mainly to keep in touch the leadership with the backbench MPs, but they also have this other crucial role of being involved in the Tory leadership contest, if indeed there is one.
Which is where the gossip comes in, and I should emphasise this is all just tittle-tattle. But the tittle-tattle says that Sir Graham Brady, the chairman of the 1922 committee, has received so many letters from Conservative MPs saying they have no confidence in Theresa May that they might trigger a leadership contest.
So how that would be triggered is that's if 15% of Tory MPs were to write to the 1922 committee to say that they had no confidence in their leader. 15% of the 317 Tory MPs in Parliament would mean 48 MPs would need to write to Graham Brady, the chairman of the 1922 committee. We don't know at the moment how many MPs have written to the committee, although there has been speculation recently in some of the newspapers that the numbers are going up. But obviously, by nature of them being completely confidential, it's impossible to know.
And Sir Graham is said to be warning MPs that if they're not careful, they may begin a leadership contest by accident. Now, I have no idea of the truth of all this. Clearly, in this sort of Westminster game, there are lots of whispers put about to achieve one effect or another. But if the situation is, as some claim, on the brink of an accidental leadership contest, it's an intriguing setup. And it reminds me of the Cold War concept of brinkmanship. Cold War diplomats faced a problem. They had silos stuffed with nuclear weapons, which you might think was a good way to bully people into doing what you want. But there was also a question mark over whether those weapons would ever be used. Are you really going to press the button and blow up the world? Since nobody wanted to figure out the answer to that question by trial and error, people tried to develop a structured way to think through the issues. They turned to game theory. Game theory uses mathematical or formal descriptions of situations where you're trying to make a decision while also trying to figure out what the other side is going to do, which may well depend on what they think you're going to do, and so on. Obviously, using maths to understand people is just my kind of thing. Thomas Schelling, a preeminent Cold War game theorist who went on to win the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics, pointed out that a threat might well be more credible if there was a risk of things sliding out of control, with crossed wires, hot-headed field commanders, or unstable presidents. Thank goodness we no longer have to worry about such things, eh? Schelling called this the threat that leaves something to chance. The very fact that the whole thing might turn out to be a terrible miscalculation was exactly what made the nuclear threat, well, threatening. If Conservative Party rebels don't actually want to trigger a leadership contest but do hope to pressure the Prime Minister, well, they're threatening the nuclear option, so to speak. And Thomas Schelling's ideas are something for them to ponder. A threat that's completely under control may not be very believable. A less predictable threat may be more effective. It also raises the risk that accidents happen.